I don't think I needed to tell anyone. Everybody was telling me. I don't know. He called me and he told me that I won it, so I got to know through him.
Hi everyone, I'm Pooja from BollywoodLife. With every character she plays on screen, she captivates us with her incredible performance. So she's truly deserving of the national award she recently won. So who am I talking about? I'm here with Nithya Menen and let's find out about her movies and everything else. Hi Nithya.
Yeah.
So the first time when you got to know that you're winning a national award for your movie Thiruchitrambalam, what was your reaction?
I think my first reaction was disbelief. I didn't know that the national awards were being announced. I didn't know that our film was in the running for it. So I was very pleasantly surprised.
And who was the first person you called or you messaged when you got to know that, oh, you are getting a national award for your character show?
Actually, I was at home with some work-related things were happening. There were some writers, some producers in my house, and we were discussing something. So I spoke. Actually, Dhanush told me. He called me and gave me the news. So I spoke to him, and then I kept the call, and I just continued with my work, which was happening over there.
And what was
I don't think I needed to tell anyone. Everybody was telling me.
And what was Dhanush's reaction when you got to know like you're winning a national award for your performance?
I don't know. He called me and he told me that I won it, so I got to know through him.
And you know what is it that you think those character traits makes Shobhana such a likable person? Like even audience has loved it so much.
I don't know. I think the audience needs to tell me this, what they actually liked about Shobhana. I think it's everyone found the character of a friend that's, that sacrifices her love and everything and sort of unconditionally gives everything to someone very, very appealing. I think people like people who are unconditional and, don't think of themselves and only give. So maybe that was one of the things they liked about Shobhana.
And what is it that you look for in a character when you say yes for a particular movie? What is it? What are these, like, if I ask you, what are those 3 things that make you immediately say that, oh yes, I want to do this character?
I think one thing would be that I should see that I have some sort of role to play in the film that's important, like something that drives the story. The story itself should be honest. It has to make sense. Also, the people who are making it, the directors, the writers, I think I would look for passion in them, that they really want to say the story and they're excited about it themselves. That passion is required.
And you have been in a Hindi movie, Mission Mangal, and then after that you have not signed a movie. So like we want to know why and what will make you say yes to another movie if you are offered, or what is it that a kind of particular character you want to play?
I have always kept the same standard, whether it was in any language. I work in 5 different languages, and in all languages it's been the same parameters for me. So I think, I do films where I do substantial films where I play substantial characters. So if I get those kind of characters, I would be more than happy to play it. I never look to play the lead or, that I have to do female-centric things. Or I don't look for those things, but I think it has to make sense to me, and it also has to be like deserving of my presence. If I have to do it, there has to be enough in the character for me to do it.
And your characters are like that, like whatever film you're a part of from the beginning, they do stand out. And that is why I think the national award also happened, because you got recognized for what you truly gave to the movie. But recently there have been this discussion that, in Malayalam movies, the female characters are absent or, not that visible, something like that. Do you agree with this sentiment?
That the female characters are not visible?
Yeah, not that visible compared to like the...
No, I don't think so at all. In fact, Malayalam makes films that are, very story oriented, and they do films which, are actually really films. Malayalam has always had the history of making films which are very down to earth, very grounded, very real. It's been the case for generations now. So even now, I think we all know that some of the most content-driven films are coming from Malayalam.
And if you see like the 2024, like the kind of big hits, they have been from the Malayalam film industry.
Yeah.
So what is it you think that makes like those movies stand out compared to everything else?
I think nowadays we have definitely a dearth of real films, especially when in an age where everything is, whitewashed, and everything is about visual effects, and everything is about, it's not anymore real, just cinema for the sake of cinema. Cinema, the definition for me is good writing, good acting, good direction. These are important things which, I feel nowadays in the name of scale, there's such things are behind, and the scale becomes even bigger than anything else. So I think that you can only, that kind of eyewash can only work for some time, and then after that people get tired of it, which is why when they see smaller films and when they're good films with good like writing, then people are refreshing. It's refreshing for everyone. So I think that's what is working.
So there's this dance sequence in Thiruchitrambalam, and it went very viral. If you remember, like there were reels that were being made from Japan, and South Korea, and all of this. So what do you have to say about it? Because even I tried it and I couldn't. Even though the steps are easy, but like couples were doing it, friends were doing it, even families were doing it together. What do you have to say? Like when you see something you do get such an amazing response.
It was, honestly, those steps were made on the spot. We just choreographed it right then and there, and they had planned something, and it was, we were like, no, it's not cute enough. And then Dhanush said, come, and we just stood there, and we just started doing things, and both of us together were like, okay, this, no, this, let's do this, let's do that. So it was something that got created in the moment. So there was a magic in those steps that happened in the moment, and I really think that magic is what translated, which is why it became what it was. So I was not at all surprised that bit was, so viral, because when we were shooting it itself, we finished that sequence and we came out, and all of these guys were there in the back and they were all smiling. I said, what? Kya? Like, magic, So I said, what do you mean? So we know that when those things happen during shoot, we know that those are the things that will make a big impact on this later with the audience.
And like with winning a national award, do you feel like a kind of pressure? You feel like this has motivated me to just keep giving my best? Because sometimes we only set a high standard for ourselves, and you're like, okay. So how do you?
I mean, this is not the beginning of my career. So I've already done so many films. I don't know, maybe 60 or 65 films now. So I don't anymore feel that like it's a pressure or something. But I do feel now like I'm like myself. Like, yes, I'm feeling calmer. I'm feeling like fine, settled. I can continue to do the kind of films that I want, and it will be recognized, and people will understand that kind of a thing. Yeah.
And we see in movies, or we see like those funny reels where people, when they get an award, they just go home and they keep staring at it or something. Did you do anything like that? You were just taking it everywhere, wherever you feel like that?
I went traveling with my parents after the award function, and then I came here. So I haven't looked at it since then. I did on that night. I kept it on the bed. I didn't want to keep it anywhere else, but I just left it there near the bed. But after that, yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations again, and I look forward to your work.
Thank you.